A fancy writing retreat by the ocean, a private art school in Porto, Portugal, or a major recording studio of a famous label. As opposed to a novel written on the train to work, a painting started at 5 in the morning before your shift, or lyrics composed during your baby's naps. Now, where do you think great art is actually created? I know we tend to idolize the creative process, the perfect time, the perfect place, the perfect condition when inspiration strikes us. We wait for them, or better yet, prepare for them, saving some money, bagging all our vacation days for later. And then there's a medical emergency, or your cousin decides to have a destination wedding, or your parents move someplace warmer for retirement, and you, like a good sport you are, of course have to come and stay with them for a while. As a result, money is gone and so are your vacation days. Next year, you think. I will do it next year. And the cycle begins anew. But what if money were never the problem? What if you didn't have to run away to a cabin in the woods to write, draw, or compose? What if your art was meant to be part of your life and not an escape from it? Somewhere along the way, I think we developed a rather strange idea of what an artist's life is supposed to look like. A spacious apartment in Manhattan, a glass of Hennessy for inspiration, and most importantly, no alarm set for the following morning. That picture, however, doesn't quite fit a single mother writing during her lunch break, or a security guard working night shifts so he can edit his short films in peace before heading to his second job at 8 a.m. You know, the imaginary creative life is sexy, full of possibility, and it beacons you towards it. The real one wears stretched pajamas, is addicted to caffeine, and rolls its eyes when it sees you. Art, like life itself, happens in those small pockets in between. It's sandwiched between work, house chores, family obligations, and everything else demanding your attention. The space may be small, but it's yours to fill. And art is a choice. It always has been, and it always will be. And most of the time, it's not a choice between the genre of your novel, the color palette of your painting, or the size of a meter of your song. It's choosing to write for 20 minutes before work. It's buying those brushes instead of going out that month. Practicing your instrument instead of meeting that cutie from a dating app. And yes, I know, you probably heard of those creatives who, through luck, nepotism, or legend even has it, through talent, eventually got their castles, writing retreats, and six-figure advances. What you don't usually see are the scripts written between classes they taught, the auditions squeezed between drinks they served at the bar, or the demos recorded after another long night of playing someone else's wedding. And even those lucky few who escape the purgatory of creative lowlife don't seem to find those perfect conditions either. Listen to their interviews and you'll hear strangely familiar problems. You know, deadlines, creative blocks, touring schedules, family obligations, and hundreds of other things competing for their time. Anything but art. My own novels were written between lectures. Many of my short stories were written while I was studying and working full-time. And this very script, I've been writing it one paragraph at a time while sleep training my little baby. Perhaps the artists who keep creating aren't the ones who found the perfect conditions, but the ones who learned they didn't need them. On a busy train, with a noisy roommate, in a cafeteria. On the way to work, in the middle of the night, during a lunch break. So make it when it's inconvenient. Make it on a lagging laptop with old brushes with one eye barely open. Your life doesn't need to get out of the way before you can create. This is your life. Make your art somewhere inside of it. Thank you for taking a few precious minutes of your time thinking with me. I'm Dan Spira, a writer, educator, and a lifelong student of creativity. If this video left you with a thought or an idea worth carrying into tomorrow, I would love to see you again next week.